Now, our next speaker tonight is Marvin Francis, who is a wellbeing manager at the BBC. He leads programs supporting mental health awareness, staff wellbeing and supportive workplace culture that makes sure that everyone is welcome at one of the UK's largest media organisations. Marvin Francis, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you guys for having me. Thank you, Manju, for inviting me down. Just wanted to tell a little story. It's a bit about myself. It's in relation to the love, not hate energy in regards to growing up in the late 90s, early 2000s in an area called Stonebridge. So for some of you older lot, you'll know about the big issues that we had in London between Stonebridge and Church Road. And a lot of those guys on both sides were very close friends of mine. So this is just sort of like giving you a little story of if you choose love, if you choose yourself, you can overcome the hate. So basically I come from, I'm sort of like in the middle between Stonebridge and Church Road. So I was quite popular in both areas. I had many friends in those areas. Could have easily ended up on their journey. So a lot of those friends were, or currently are, either doing time for various crimes, or they're not here with us anymore. So for me, my actual journey started, or the journey towards the love side of things, actually in a knife crime incident where I had a one-on-one with somebody and they weren't happy that they lost, and they came back with a knife. I was a bit too silly and unaware at the time, ego-driven, so I didn't run. And fortunately for me, I was able to disarm the person, but it showed me a really big thing amongst the group of people I was around. And that is that despite all the conversations we had about what we would do if we were ever in situations and who we would defend and how we would back each other up, in that moment when that knife was drawn on me and there was an opportunity for this one individual against many of my friends to be disarmed, everybody froze. And I saw that. And I saw that amongst some of the so-called baddest boys in the area, in the block, when it actually came to the action, people didn't know what they were actually going to do. So literally everybody froze. So in that moment, I did what I had to do, managed to disarm the person. It didn't go any further than that, even though at the time I wish it would had. And afterwards, I was so glad it didn't. That drove me to seek out a former youth worker who taught martial arts, and I went on my martial arts journey. On that journey, I traveled around the world. I fought in international and national competitions. I think I won a trophy every single weekend. And I also went on to seek work in order to fund my training, where I then eventually moved up from supervisor to manager, to achieving goals in one of the biggest furniture organizations that hadn't been achieved in 16 years. So I was achieving audits, passing audits that hadn't been passed in 16 years. And this is just me coming from the neighborhood of Stonebridge. I then went on to run 4 asphalt plants for the UK. Whilst doing all of this, I was managing a UK hip-hop artist at the same time. I then went on to help my younger brother, guy I call my younger brother, to start his MMA career. And then I went on to become a photographer, an art photographer, also a fight coach, and I referee full contact, light contact, so I do a lot of competition with the kids as well. So my message here is to choose yourself, okay, because that's going to be the best journey you can ever take, no matter what journey that is, because when you look back on that journey, you will know that you did it your way. And I think someone mentioned it earlier on, the lady who was on The Apprentice. The person who makes the most mistakes is probably going to be the best person to go to for answers. So I implore you guys to choose the love, not the hate, And as I am in Croydon, I would recommend for those of you who are finding it difficult to get into anything, maybe choose martial arts, because it allows you not only to learn how to be confident, how to defend yourself without having to physically defend yourself, which is going to be my key thing here. And so I would recommend in your local area, Taylor's Martial Arts, as I personally have come a long way with them, and I can vouch for them 100%. Thank you guys for having me.